Hi, Aries. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now, let's get started with your November reading. November is going to start with a lot of energy for you. You're going to feel very optimistic. You're going to feel lucky. You're going to feel on top of the world, especially November 4th when Mars, your ruling planet, enters Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, and Mars in Sagittarius, it's a wonderful transit for you. It makes you feel alive, it makes you feel full of energy and passion and motivation. You're going to be very active, doing things, never at home, especially anything that has to do with filing paperwork for immigration, going back to school or college, PhD, anything that has to do with your higher education. And you you could be filing paperwork for yourself or for your children, nieces, nephews, you're going or grandchildren. You're going to be there for them. You're going to want to help them and assist them in anything they need. This is also a great week when it comes to work, career, your business, because you're going to be so charming. There's going to be this aura or someone who is very powerful and confident, a true leader during this first week, that you're going to go out on meetings, introduce yourself, talk to others. When it comes to work, be careful because I do see you feeling so confident that you're going to flirt with different people at work, or maybe even promise things to different people, or some areas might even start different relationships within work. You're on top of the world. If you're single, this is a great week to go out. This is a great week for you to meet new people, go on dates, be very active. For couples as well, you're going to feel very passionate during this week. This is a time where some of you want to travel. You want to go to a beautiful tropical place far away, explore, go out, have fun. Be careful how much you're spending. Mars in Sagittarius can tend to uh, make you want to gamble more, gamble, spend money that you don't have, impress others, especially when it comes to dating. You want to portray this image of someone who is very powerful and successful and has a lot of money and lives a very luxurious lifestyle. So you will be spending, having fun, enjoying every moment like it's the last day on earth, just doing whatever you want. You're going to feel like, okay, I'm lucky, I'm going to make money again. Who cares? I'm going to earn money still. I always find a way to make more money. But that can backfire, especially because November 5th, we have a full moon in Taurus. And the full moon in Taurus is all about bringing the reality of your financial situation and your security to the surface. So, a lot of secrets are going to be exposed, Aries. Secrets that you can't deny anymore. If you have been irresponsible about your finances, if you have been overspending and living beyond your means, then you will have to look at the reality of where you are in life and just be more organized. Be organized. Uh, Pay some attention to also your family as well. For some Aries, this cannot be you, but it can be someone else in your family, like your children, if you have children who are teenagers or young adults that are spending more than they have to, than they can, or they're asking you for money and they're using that money to gamble. You might discover any addictions or any issues, any secrets that that you could have been seeing some signs, but kind of not even for yourself. You have been just putting everything, just kind of brushing everything under the rug and saying, no, it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's not really a problem, it's just acting this way because it's young or etc. And that is going to be brought to the surface where it's undeniable at this point. And the second week is all about the truth, secrets being exposed, and you having to face the reality of your choices or the choices that other people very close to you have made. When I told you guys about be careful how you are creating relationships at work, someone, because they're jealous, someone could complain about you that, oh, you did something inappropriate, or you acted inappropriately towards them, or they can say something about complain to HR or to your supervisor or your manager, someone who is higher up. And in the most extreme case, and of course, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to all you Aries, the the worst scenario for some of you, you could be laid off from work because of someone complaining at at work that you said something that was inappropriate, or you acted or you did something. And that is going to cause a lot of issues, to the point where some Aries might not be able to pay their rent, or pay their pay their mortgage, or have enough money for food and groceries. This could happen for some of you guys. For others, it can be something more simple, as just you overspending in the beginning of the month, and by the second half of the month you're like, what am I going to do now? I already spent everything that I had. I have to be more mindful. It's all about being more organized, being more organized. Yes, you are capable. You know how to make money. You know how to make things happen. You are a hustler, but you also have to know how to manage your money. That's a different set of skills: how to invest it, how to save it, how to manage it. That's also just as important as making the money to begin with. So the last week, it's all about taking accountability first with yourself, and telling yourself, okay, this is what this is what's happening. This is what um, I have made some decisions. I'm at this point, and be realistic. Be very realistic and analytical about your expenses, because sometimes people can tend to underestimate how much they're spending. You can think to yourself, oh, I only probably spend $100 on groceries on a week, just as an example, or 200. Or someone can say, oh, I go out, maybe I only spend $100 on eating outside on restaurants or fast food a week. But then you do the math and you look at your bank statement and you look at how much you're spending, and you're actually spending way more than that. You're going out 2 3 times a week, or you're going to the store multiple times a week. So having a realistic expectation, doing the numbers, it's going to help you tremendously to manage the rest of course, November and December, and also be prepared for the beginning of next year, so you can have everything, you can have your finances under control. Also, setting some very strict boundaries when it comes to your family members, how you are spending money as a family, how each person is contributing to the household. Because some of you can tend to have this very free spirit. Everyone goes out, everyone has fun, everyone spends money, and it can be very chaotic at times. So there has to be some rules that you have to set. And if you owe money to someone, or they owe money to you, also keeping track of everything, it's important. Now, something could happen for some of you Aries, especially if you're dating multiple people at the same time, where someone could have promised you help, money in some way, and they're going to realize that you're not only talking to them, but you are also investing your time into someone else. And you could have claimed that, no, I'm only dating you, and that truth coming to the surface, this person could stop helping you financially, stop gifts or any payments that the person was giving you or paying your bills or anything like that. They could stop that because of the lies, because of the truth coming to the surface. So it's always best to be honest. And if you are at a stage in your life where you're not ready to focus on one person, just letting the people that you are dating, let them know that you do see different people, and at this time you're not completely 100% haven't made a decision and confident that one of them is the ideal partner or the ideal person for you. This way, if you don't need to have a good memory if you're telling the truth. And that's why this message is important, because even from the oracle message for you, it's memory. Memory, Aries, you're going to be lying so much for different reasons to different people that by the end of the month you're going to be so confused. It's going to be even hard for you to keep up with the things that you have said, with the things that you have said, what have you, like, how you have managed everything. It's going to be very confusing. But if you tell the truth, then you don't have to have a good memory, because you can just say exactly the same thing time and time again. Especially those Aries who have their Mercury in Pisces or Neptune in the first house. You guys tend to create stories or tell stories or exaggerate things, or even create completely fictitious scenarios. So just be careful, be mindful. This is a time for you to reorganize your life, your finances, your love life, everything. Just clear your mind first. Come to a place where you know exactly what you want. You have a clear vision for your future, and be more mindful and be more organized. And you will have to keep yourself on a strict budget. Think about all the things that are absolutely necessary, the amount of money that you need per month that is necessary for you to live, meaning any bills that you have to pay every month, food, water, electricity, anything that is essentials. Think about the essentials, put that money aside, and then the rest you can use, of course, to have fun and go out and or save or do whatever you need. Okay, okay, Aries, this is everything that I see for you for the month of November. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I see you next time. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, you can book online on my website on www.goldentruthtarot.com. You can find the link right here below this video. Thank you, and I see you next time. Bye bye.